The first time I saw him watching me through the kitchen window, I nearly dropped my coffee mug. It was 7:03 a.m. on a Tuesday, and I was standing in my ratty Ukla sweatshirt with unbrushed hair, scraping burnt toast into the sink. When I glanced up, there he was, Jake Reynolds, my neighbor Sarah's older brother, leaning against the fence with a steaming thermos, those dark eyes tracking my every movement like I was something fascinating. "Morning, neighbor," he called, his voice rough with sleep. "Toast casualty." I crossed my arms over my chest, suddenly aware of my bare legs under the too short shirt. "You're up early." "Firefighter's schedule." He took a slow sip from his thermos, his gaze never leaving mine. "You're usually still asleep when I leave at 6. The realization that he'd been noticing my routines sent a shiver down my spine. Sarah had warned me about Jake when he moved into her guest house after his divorce. He's charming as hell but trouble with a capital T. She'd said over margaritas last week. Got that same reckless streak Dad had. Now, watching him repair Sarah's sagging fence in nothing but a sweat-drenched grey t-shirt, I understood what she meant. Every swing of the hammer made his biceps flex, the tattoos on his arms rippling. When he caught me staring, he winked. "See something you like, Lena?" My face burned. "Just admiring your handiwork." Jake laughed, low and knowing. "Uh-huh." He wiped his forehead with the hem of his shirt, revealing a strip of toned stomach and the faint scars along his ribs. "These old houses need constant attention. Maybe I should check yours next." The way he said it, like it wasn't about the fence at all, made my breath catch. That evening, I heard the first argument. "You can't just disappear for days." Sarah's voice carried through my open window. "I needed space," Jake growled back. "From what?" "Your responsibilities. Your wife A door slammed. Moments later, Jake's truck peeled out of the driveway. I was still standing at the window when my phone buzzed. Unknown number you watching the show too? My heart pounded. How did he get my number? Before I could decide how to respond, another text appeared. Unknown number front porch. 5 minutes. Bring wine. Cliffhanger. I stared at the message, my thumb hovering over the keyboard. The rational part of me screamed to ignore it. But the part that had been lonely ever since my own breakup 2 years ago, that part was already reaching for the Pinot Noir. The wine bottle sweated in my grip as I stepped onto Sarah's porch at 10:17 p.m. Jake lounged on the swing, shirtless under the yellow porch light, a fresh bruise blooming on his jawline. "Took you long enough," he said, taking the bottle. His fingers lingered on mine, warm and rough. I hovered near the railing. "Shouldn't you be apologizing to Sarah?" "Already did." He popped the cork with his teeth. "She's asleep. We're fine." The way he said we sent a traitorous thrill through me. Moonlight pooled between us as Jake poured the wine into mason jars. "So?" He nudged my knee with his. "Why'd you really come?" "Curiosity." I sipped, the tartness making me wince. "About the fight." Jake's smirk faded. He rolled his shoulders, a fighter's reflex. "Ex-wife drama. She wants alimony and my pension." His thumb traced the rim of his glass. "Sarah thinks I should have tried harder." "Should you have?" He studied me over the jar's edge. "Some fires can't be put out, Lena. Only contained." The way he said my name, like a secret, made my stomach flip. We migrated to the backyard when the mosquitoes grew bold. Jake's bare feet left prints in the dewy grass as he led me to the fire pit. "This was my dad's spot," he said, striking a match. The flame caught, illuminating the scar across his knuckles. "Taught me how to build fires here. How to respect them." I watched the light dance in his eyes. "And do you respect them?" Jake's gaze dropped to my mouth. "Not always." The air between us crackled louder than the flames. He reached for my empty jar. Our fingers brushed, and suddenly his hand was cradling mine, turning it palm up. "You've got writer's calluses," he murmured, stroking the ridge below my fingers. "From all those romance novels you edit." I should have pulled away. Instead, I let my thumb graze his pulse point. "How do you know what I edit?" "Sarah talks." His grip tightened. "I listen." The confession hung between us, thick as smoke. He knew things about me. Had been noticing me. A twig snapped in the darkness. We sprang apart as Sarah's back door creaked open. "Jake." Her voice slurred with sleep. "You out here?" Jake's hand found my waist, steering me into the shadow of the oak tree. His breath warmed my ear. "Don't move." I pressed against the rough bark, his body shielding mine. Sarah's flashlight beam swept the yard, missing us by inches. When the door clicked shut, Jake didn't step back. "You should go," he said, not moving. I didn't. Cliffhanger. His phone buzzed in his pocket. He glanced at it, then at me. "It's my ex." The screen illuminated a text. "You'll never change. The text from Jake's ex-wife glowed between us like a warning sign. He exhaled sharply through his nose, thumb hovering over the screen before shoving the phone back into his pocket. "Ignore that," he muttered, but his jaw was tight. I stepped out from the shadow of the tree, putting space between us. The night air felt suddenly colder. "You should answer her." Jake's laugh was bitter. "Why?" "So she can remind me how I fucked everything up." He raked a hand through his hair, the firelight catching the silver strands at his temples. "Some people aren't meant to be saved, Lena." The raw ache in his voice tugged at something deep in my chest. We ended up on the back steps of my porch, passing a whiskey bottle between us. Jake's shoulder pressed against mine, warm and solid. "Sarah would kill us if she knew we were doing this," I said, taking a swig. The liquor burned all the way down. Jake's knee bounced restlessly. "Sarah doesn't get to dictate my life." He turned to me, his gaze intense. "And neither do you." A challenge. A dare. I held the bottle out to him, our fingers brushing. "I never said I wanted to." The first kiss happened like a collision. One moment we were arguing about his reckless driving, the next his hands were framing my face, his mouth hot and insistent against mine. Whiskey and smoke and something uniquely Jake flooded my senses. I pulled back first, breathless. "We can't." "Why not?" His thumb traced my lower lip, sending a shiver down my spine. "You want this. I want this." His voice dropped to a rough whisper. "Unless you're scared." I wasn't scared. I was terrified. His bedroom walls were bare except for a single framed photo of his firehouse crew. The sheets smelled like detergent and something woodsy, his cologne, maybe. Jake didn't rush. He took his time mapping every inch of me, his calloused hands leaving trails of fire in their wake. When he finally pressed me into the mattress, his weight familiar and foreign all at once, he paused. "Tell me to stop," he breathed against my skin. I arched into him instead. Cliffhanger. Morning light filtered through the blinds, painting stripes across the tangle of sheets. Jake's arm was slung possessively over my waist, his breathing deep and even. My phone buzzed on the nightstand. Sarah movie night tonight? I'll bring popcorn. The guilt hit like a punch to the gut that I slipped from Jake's bed like a thief, my clothes clutched to my chest. The morning air was sharp with the scent of cut grass and regret. Sarah's text burned in my mind. Movie night tonight. I'd just reached my porch when the crunch of gravel made me freeze. Jake stood barefoot in the driveway, his hair sleep-tousled, his t-shirt inside out. He held my forgotten earring between his fingers, a tiny silver hoop that caught the sunlight. "You left in a hurry," he said, voice rough with sleep. I snatched it back, my fingers brushing his. This was a mistake. Jake's smile didn't reach his eyes. "Yeah, but you'll be back." The shower scalded my skin, but couldn't wash away the memory of his hands. I scrubbed until my shoulders turned pink, as if I could erase the scent of him from my skin. My phone buzzed. Asterisk asterisk Sarah asterisk 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 bring that rom-com you love. And wine. Lots of wine. Asterisk. The guilt twisted deeper. Movie night was torture. Sarah curled under her favorite blanket, oblivious as she laughed at the screen. Every joke felt like an accusation. You're quiet, she said during the credits, refilling my glass. Everything okay? I stared at the ruby liquid. Just tired. Sarah's phone lit up with Jake's name. She frowned at the message. He's working late again. She sighed. He's been so distant since the divorce. The popcorn turned to ash in my mouth. I found Jake in the firehouse bay at midnight, polishing the engine with aggressive strokes. He didn't look up when I entered. You told her you were working. I asterisk working. He tossed the rag aside. What do you want, Lena? The question hung between us. I wanted to rewind time. I wanted to do it all again. I don't know. Jake stepped closer, the fluorescent lights casting shadows under his eyes. Bullshit. You knew exactly what you were doing when you kissed me back. The truth was a knife to the ribs. We stood there, breathing the same air, the weight of our choices pressing down. Finally, Jake exhaled. I'm transferring to the next county. The words knocked the breath from my lungs. When? Next week. He reached out, tucking a strand of hair behind my ear, the same gesture he'd used in bed. This was never going to end well. Asterisk final scene asterisk. The moving truck swallowed Jake's belongings whole. Sarah waved from the porch, eyes bright with unshed tears. Fresh start for him, she said. I nodded, silent. As Jake's taillights disappeared, my fingers found the earring in my pocket, the one he'd returned. The one I'd kept. Asterisk cliffhanger ending asterisk. 3 months later, my doorbell rang. The man on my porch wore a familiar smirk and a fire department shirt from another town. Miss me? Jake asked.